thing for us to get to where we need to go 1 week at a time. Obviously, you'd love to have catches and whatnot, yards, but we found a way to win. Obviously, I think as a whole, as an offense, we have a bunch of areas to improve everywhere, and we know that first week, I feel like it's probably the toughest week for an offense, just to get everything down. But yeah, it was a tough game. Win's a win. Obviously, no one scored overtime, but we ended up coming out on top. O-line played amazing towards the end. All game really. Demo put the team on his back. So
when
that was Eric Woodyard's video, ESPN.com, Lions beat writer. We love Eric Woodyard. Great content. But again, Amon-Ra St. Brown saying, yeah, I'd love to get more catches, but a win is a win, and we won the game, and that's exactly what we believe he would say. Jared Goff, if you heard him earlier in the week, he was like, yeah, it almost sounds like he heard it.
Yeah.
But he heard it in closed doors after a little bit. It's what it felt like anyway.
Well, if you watch receiver, you know he chirps.
But all is good. And, yeah, I mean, that's one of the things about this team, Braylon. One guy's not going to beat you every week. It's going to be a different guy every week. And if there was ever a game to play an Amon-Ra prop, it's this one.
Yeah, 100%. Now, you look at Amon-Ra St. Brown, look, he's a consummate team guy. He understands what got the Detroit Lions from 2021 until now. It was team, it was effort, it was energy. So win is a win for that guy. He's going to do all the things necessary to help this team win. And if that's only getting 3 catches for 30 yards or 13 yards or whatever it was, then that's what he's going to do. Now, behind closed doors, he's a competitor. You've seen receivers. Like, the man makes a lot of money. He's a $30 million receiver a year. Sometimes you got to remind people. The reason why the Detroit Lions have come so far is because of how good he is, too. So they understand that. He'll definitely get some passes. They'll make sure he's featured. You're right. This is going to be a big game for Amon-Ra St. Brown. But just the fact that they have a receiver like that, and just the fact that they have an emerging receiver in Jameson Williams, with that secondary being down in Tampa, I'm excited to see how they're going to exploit that. Ben Johnson, this is going to be a fun opportunity for you, man.
I believe that Amon-Ra St. Brown breaks out this game. It's his time. He's going to do it just like he did last year. And if you remember that great touchdown in Tampa Bay, he got sprung, of course, by help me. Who's the running back? Craig Reynolds. Come on, Craig. Come on, Craig. He broke him in there. Great in the playoff game. Played hurt a lot last year. This guy is ready to roll, man. This is going to be his game. J-Mo still going to have a great game on top of it. I believe Jahmyr Gibbs gets a little more action, and Sam Laporta as well. I like him this week a lot.
Speaking of J-Mo, had a couple of different things to say. First, let me play this for you. This is about his connection with Jared Goff.
How's your relationship with Goff and your connection grown with him through the years?
It was good. We grew a real good connection and relationship over this past summer and spring. So everything's been good with that. Hopefully we can just keep going. That's the main thing.
Is he great or what?
He's very short and concise. It's like talking to a kid, and I don't mean that in a disparaging way. I mean it in a really
All
good
due
way.
respect.
He's a positive person. He is just you can see like a light around the kid. I just love him, and sky's the limit for this guy. God, just take care of him, keep him healthy.
Is there a chance, Maz, that this kid could lead the NFL in receiving yards this year?
Why not? Why the hell not? Look what he did in college. And you heard Braylon. Alabama wins that game if that kid stays in the game. There's no question about it. He was drafted by Brad Holmes, who knows talent like nobody. And nobody knows talent like Brad Holmes. He was drafted, moved up in that draft for a reason. Sky's the limit for this kid.
Hot take alert, hot take alert, hot take alert.
Where's your snaps?
Hot take alert,
There you go.
hot take alert.
I bet I can guess.
Everybody listen up. Everybody listen up. This is the hot take alert.
I got to guess.
You ready? What's
Ready.
your guess?
J-Mo and Amon-Ra St. Brown go over 100 yards.
No.
Okay.
Different, but good. Good, but not the hot take alert.
My guess? Over 1,000 yards for the season.
Hot take alert, hot take alert, hot take alert. Jameson Williams will lead the NFL in receiving yards this year.
Woo! Okay.
Let me repeat. Jameson Williams will lead the NFL in receiving yards this year.
Mark that, Pete.
I got it.
That's my hot take alert.
I hope you're right.
And I think I'm going to be right on that. And if I'm not right, I'm going to be damn close.
I don't have a problem with it. You know why I don't have a problem with it? I told you guys this year that who would be the number one receiver for the Detroit Lions. I said, and there was no disrespect to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and there's no disrespect to the receiver that he's become in his 3 years in the NFL. Jameson Williams is just special. They drafted him to be special. He showed us glimpses last year, and all offseason, the guy that we talk about being so honest, Dan Campbell, had nothing but glowing things to say about him. Has nothing to do with Amon-Ra St. Brown. It has everything to do with what Jameson Williams was drafted and why he would have been a top 10 pick if he didn't tear his ACL in the national championship game. It's that simple. It's not complicated.
I asked him one thing.
That's a hell of a take though. Jeez Louise.
I don't think I'm going to be wrong about that.
I like it.
I think in week 15, okay?
Yeah.
In week 15, he's going to be competing for it.
Okay.
And he's going to be competing for it.
I just want him to do one thing. When you're close to the goal line, cross the goal line. I don't want you diving. I don't want nothing. Yeah. You get tripped up. You almost fumbled the ball last week. You fall on your knees. Just get in the damn end zone and then do your dance, please. Protect yourself.
Do you remember Mark Sanchez couldn't slide, man? Like his
of course, he couldn't do much. So he's the king of the butt fumble. Come on.
I'm so glad I wasn't on that team. Like people are always confused. I wasn't on that.
That was on Thanksgiving night.
It was, and I was in Seattle. But the reason why I say that is, who was the manager of the Yankees when they won in 2009?
Joe Girardi.
Joe Girardi. Rex brought Joe Girardi out to teach Mark how to slide because Mark was all over the place, and every time he fell down, we felt like, oh, here's an injury. Oh, he's done something. Oh, here's his shoulder. 100%. They brought in Joe Girardi to teach Mark how to slide.
That's cool.
And one of the great parts of Hard Knocks this year was when they brought out the water slide,
the slip and slide,
and tried to have the quarterbacks for the Bears, Caleb Williams included, in sliding, teaching them how to slide, and they did so on the slip and slide, like really the cool one that you would put on your front yard or your backyard.
Did they do that back in the day?
No, they did not. You had to play baseball, but luckily, like Ryan Ermanni knows, which is one of his problems with sports today, everybody played all the sports, so we all knew how to slide.